Hi, welcome to the Bari-Fabulous Life with me, Lala the Shrinking Lady. And tonight we're going to start our Bari-Fabulous Thanksgiving series. In the next few videos, I'll be showing you how to make a bariatric friendly Thanksgiving dinner that's much likened to the traditional dinner you're used to. Be mostly plant-based, vegetarian, not exactly vegan. So for all you vegans watching, make sure that you use your vegan options as you follow along with the recipes. And tonight we're starting out with a coconut cornbread stuffing to make a coconut cornbread that's going to make our coconut cornbread stuffing. Stay tuned. So as you see, I've already got my ingredients already laid out. We have here 1 cup of liquid egg whites, 6 tablespoons of melted plant-based butter, a half cup of fat-free half and half. We've got our 1/4 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 tablespoon of sea salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar substitute, any you choose. I prefer monk fruit, and a 1/2 cup of coconut flour. We're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients. And I need to come back and get some of my monk fruit. It decided to stick. What do I always say? It's no saving you from me. You're getting used. And we're going to stir that together, get those combined. And we're going to set that to the side. Now we combine our wet ingredients. Eggs down first. I like to do my eggs and my heavy cream together first. Giving that a quick whisk. And then we're going to add our melted butter. Give that all a quick stir. Now, a little at a time, and I like to use a wooden or a plastic long spoon for this. A little at a time, we're going to add our dry ingredients. Get that stirred in. And any whispering you hear in the background is just my family. They're having dinner while I'm doing my cooking demo. As I said before, I live in a real house with a real family with real noise. We work through it though. And you're going to stir that until it starts to get thick. Now, if you don't like this consistency, you can add a little bit more corn flour, coconut flour. We're leaving the corn flour out today. Low carb, low carb. So you can add more coconut flour, but if you're patient and keep stirring, rotating your stir, you begin to get almost a actual cornbread consistency. Now mine is lacking the color because I did not use cornbread extract or because I did not use the yellow egg. The yellow liquid egg gives it that yellow color, but I prefer the egg whites just because it's a chance to get even less cholesterol, and egg whites are a healthier option. Just my opinion. You're free to use whatever you choose. And you'll see that start to congeal and stick to the sides of the bowl, thicken up, And that is your cornbread batter. Now that we've got all of our batter mixed up, and this basically will be a white cornbread, which will make it easy if you take it to a guest house to denote which one is yours, and you also know who's trying your food. You can put them on the spot. Isn't that good? I'm bad. I like to be ornery. But you're gonna spread it out in your pan. 9 by 13 works just fine because, like I said, this is not a huge batter recipe. Now, if you know that you're cooking for a lot of people and they're accustomed to how you cook and how you eat, and they're okay with it, and if you just want that yellow color, you should use the yellow egg whites. So, this is what we have. It's our white cornbread mix, and we're going to pop that in an oven, 350 degrees, and we're going to let that bake for 15 to 20 minutes until the edges are golden and the tester comes out clean. See you then. As you can see, our cornbread is out. It perfectly mimics white cornmeal cornbread. Part of the cubes are missing because, for one, I tasted it to make sure it was right, and for two, this is just showing you the next step. It's going to go on the cookie sheet, and it's scored small so that way it can space out, and it'll bake for another 25 minutes at 300 degrees so it can dry out. Drying it out is important so it can absorb the flavors that go in the stuffing. So hang tight and I'll show you what that looks like, all spaced out before it goes back in the oven. This is what it means to score off and cube your cornbread. And you're going to put it on this baking sheet so it can bake at 300 and dry out and get nice and toasted. That's going in the oven. And we'll see you on the other side of that cornbread toasting with our ingredients prepared to make the stuffing. And we're back, and as you see, I have gotten the coconut cornbread all cubed, toasted, and that's ready to make the stuffing mix. I have here a seasoning plate, thyme, basil, a no salt garlic and herb blend, no salt table blend, no salt onion and herb blend, and sage. Moving right on down, I have a 1/4 cup of butter, a vegetarian chicken stock. Over here I have my chopped celery, cup of parsley, tablespoon of minced garlic, and of course my 3/4 of minced onions. And what we'll do is we'll take this medium bowl and we'll go ahead and add our onions, our celery, holding the bowl so you can see, and then we'll start to add our wet ingredients, our garlic, and then we'll start in on the rest of the dry. That is that cup of parsley and the whole plate of spices. Now take our spoon, get that all blended up. And then we're going to take our 2 cups of no chicken broth and pour it in the bowl with it. And get that all stirred up together until the whole seasoning packet, so to speak, is moist. That'll take a few minutes. And I'm just gonna take this and give you a bird's eye view of what I'm doing. Lastly, we'll stir our butter in, and then we'll pop this bad boy into the microwave and let it all get happy together. Butter going in. And here again is a bird's eye view of what your celery and your onions, parsley, your seasoning plate, your chicken broth, butter, what all of it looks like once it's all blended together. And then we're gonna pop this into the microwave for 2 minutes. When we return, the final combination of your seasoning and of your cubes. Stay tuned. It's been 2 minutes and now we're taking our mixture out of the microwave. And the last thing I'm gonna do once I combine it with our coconut cornbread cubes is to add poultry seasoning to taste. The reason why I wait is because little more depends on the person. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our coconut cornbread cubes stirred in. And I'll get you a bird's eye view of that action. There we go. I just want to make sure we get all of it incorporated. Not looking for, complete and total mixture here, just incorporated. And then, setting this back down, I'm going to transfer this after we sprayed. No stick cooking spray. I'll go ahead and get this transferred into a 9x13 baking dish. Lastly, we'll add our poultry seasoning to taste and then wrap it up in plastic. Stick it in the refrigerator and give it time for the flavors to meld, because on our next video, I'll be showing you the corn vegetarian turkey roast and how to bake that, slice it into medallions, and we're going to stuff our turkey roast. Until then, this has been Lala the Shrinking Lady and the Very Wonderful Life, the Bari-Fabulous Life, and doesn't that look great? See you next time.